Leawood, Kansas, June 2002, was the kind of town where neighbors knew each other, where kids rode their bikes freely, and where locking your doors seemed almost unnecessary. In the heart of this peaceful community was the local pool, a gathering place where the sound of children laughing echoed across sun-soaked afternoons. It was a place of safety and joy, and for 19-year-old Ali Kemp, it was her summer responsibility as a lifeguard to keep it that way. Ali Kemp was more than just a lifeguard. She was a beloved member of the community, bright and full of promise. She was a driven, compassionate young woman. She had just completed her freshman year at Kansas State University, where she studied fashion design. Those who knew her described her as a bright light, always smiling, always there when someone needed help. Ali had dreams of traveling, of building a life filled with creativity and success. Her parents, Roger and Kathy Kemp, were immensely proud of the woman she was becoming. But on one ordinary June day in 2002, something happened that no one in Leawood could have imagined. The pool, once a haven of summer fun, would soon become the site of a tragedy that would shake the town to its core. What happened that day? And how did a thriving young woman's life come to a sudden violent end? Later that afternoon, Ali left her post for the last time, never to be seen alive again. Her murder baffled investigators and terrified the close-knit community. With no eyewitnesses and little physical evidence, the trail quickly grew cold. It took 2 years of relentless effort, a nationwide billboard campaign, and an unexpected tip-off to finally catch the man responsible. Stay with us as we uncover the shocking twists, emotional struggles, and extraordinary lengths one father went to in his quest for justice. This is the story of Ali Kemp, and how a killer thought he had escaped justice until he became the most wanted man in America. In June 18, 2002, Ali Kemp arrived early for her lifeguard shift at the neighborhood pool. It was a routine day. Children played, parents chatted, and Ali made sure everyone stayed safe. She greeted the familiar faces of the regulars, completely unaware that someone had been watching her, waiting for an opportunity. As the afternoon wore on, Ali's shift neared its end. She left her lifeguard station to handle some tasks in the pump room. That was the last time anyone saw her alive. When Ali didn't return home that evening, her father, Roger Kemp, grew concerned. He drove to the pool, expecting to find her still finishing her work. Instead, he found a nightmare. He entered the pump room and discovered his daughter's lifeless body. Ali had been brutally attacked and strangled. There were clear signs of a violent struggle, evidence that Ali had fought for her life. The news of Ali's murder spread rapidly, shaking the peaceful town of Leawood to its core. Shock and fear gripped the community. How could something so horrific happen here? Police quickly launched an investigation. They canvassed the area, interviewed witnesses, and combed through the crime scene. A few people reported seeing a suspicious man loitering near the pool earlier that day. But descriptions were vague, and no solid leads emerged. For Roger Kemp, the pain was unbearable. He had not only lost his daughter, but was also the one who had found her. Grief soon turned to resolve. He vowed to do everything in his power to find Ali's killer. Ali fought with everything she had, Roger later said. We owe it to her to never stop fighting for justice. But as days turned into weeks and weeks into months, the investigation stalled. There were no arrests, no suspects. Ali's case was growing cold, until a father's determination led to a bold, unprecedented plan. As the months dragged on, Ali Kemp's case seemed to be slipping into obscurity. Investigators had exhausted all leads, and without a suspect or forensic breakthrough, the case was in danger of going cold. For the Kemp family, the silence was unbearable. Roger Kemp couldn't accept that his daughter's killer might walk free. He knew he had to take matters into his own hands. That's when he came up with an unconventional idea, one that would reignite the investigation in ways no one could have foreseen. Shortly after the murder of Ali Kemp, Roger Kemp worked closely with law enforcement to create a sketch of the suspect, who was seen suspiciously near the pool area on the day of the crime. One of these witnesses provided a description of the man, which led to the creation of a composite sketch. The sketch was detailed enough to capture key facial features, including the suspect's face shape, hairstyle, and other distinguishing characteristics. With this sketch in hand, Roger Kemp launched a national campaign to hunt down the man who murdered his daughter. Using funds from community donations and his own savings, he had billboards erected across the country. Each billboard displayed a sketch of the suspect, along with details of the crime and a reward for information. His goal was to reach as many people as possible, hoping someone would recognize the man and provide critical information to law enforcement. Roger's determination captured national attention. News outlets covered the campaign, highlighting the lengths a grieving father was willing to go to for answers. "I couldn't let Ali's case become just another statistic," he told reporters. "Someone out there knows something, and now they'll see his face every time they hit the road." The strategy was bold and unprecedented. The image of the man who had haunted Leawood for 2 years was now impossible to ignore. Billboards stretched from Kansas to the coasts, ensuring that anyone with information couldn't escape the reminder of Ali Kemp's unsolved murder. For months, the billboards loomed large. And then it finally happened. One call changed everything. Someone had recognized the face. In April 2004, 2 years after Ali Kemp's murder, the breakthrough finally came. A man in St. Louis, Missouri called authorities. He recognized the face on the billboard. It was someone he knew, Benjamin Appleby, a former pool maintenance worker with a troubling history. Authorities moved quickly. With the tip in hand, they traced Appleby to a small town in Connecticut, where he was trying to stay under the radar. Police arrested him without incident. The man who had evaded justice for 2 years was finally in custody. During interrogation, Appleby cracked under the weight of the evidence. He confessed to killing Ali Kemp. He explained that he had been at the pool that day and followed Ali into the pump room under the guise of needing assistance. When she resisted his advances, he became violent. Appleby described the horrific details of how Ali fought for her life. Despite his brutal attack, she didn't go quietly. That evidence, scrape marks on the walls and defensive wounds, had haunted investigators from the beginning. Appleby's confession brought some measure of relief to the Kemp family, but justice was far from over. The trial began in 2005, and the courtroom was packed with supporters of Ali's family, eager to see the man responsible held accountable. Prosecutors presented the confession and forensic evidence. They emphasized Ali's bravery and the determination of her father, whose billboard campaign had been instrumental in bringing the killer to justice. Ali Kemp's story became a beacon of hope and change, inspiring crime awareness initiatives and victim advocacy programs across the nation. The tragedy of her death and the remarkable pursuit of justice drew widespread attention to the vulnerability of young women and the importance of self-defense education. Driven by the belief that no other family should endure what his did, Roger Kemp founded the Ali Kemp Educational Foundation. Its mission was simple yet profound: to provide self-defense training for young women. The foundation quickly gained traction, helping thousands of women learn how to protect themselves. Roger's decision to use billboards as a tool for justice was unprecedented. Law enforcement agencies began recognizing the power of public outreach in solving cold cases. Ali's case set a precedent, inspiring similar campaigns in other jurisdictions. We've seen firsthand how critical community involvement can be. Without those billboards, Appleby might still be out there. For the Kemp family, the journey to justice was grueling. Yet through their grief, they found purpose. They turned their pain into a legacy that continues to save lives. Ali's name, once synonymous with tragedy, now stands for empowerment, strength, and hope. Roger reflected on the legacy his daughter left behind. Ali would have wanted us to do this, to help others. Her fight wasn't in vain. Ali's story serves as a reminder of the strength of a community united by justice and the unbreakable bond between a father and his daughter. Ali Kemp will never be forgotten. Facing overwhelming evidence, Appleby eventually pled guilty to avoid a drawn-out trial. He was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. For Roger Kemp, the outcome was bittersweet. His daughter was gone, but her killer could no longer hurt anyone else. Ali fought to survive, Roger said. Now she can finally rest. Justice had been served, but not without a father's relentless pursuit of answers and a campaign that captured a nation's attention. Justice for Ali Kemp was hard-fought and won through the relentless dedication of her family, her community, and the power of perseverance. Her father, Roger Kemp, never gave up, and because of his efforts, Ali's legacy now saves countless lives through education and awareness. What do you think about the role the Billboard campaign played in catching the killer? Could similar methods be used to solve other cold cases? We want to hear your thoughts. Your voice matters. Discuss with other viewers how strategies like this could help bring justice to families still searching for answers. If you found this story powerful, please show your support by liking this video and sharing it with others. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more true crime stories that deserve to be told. Remember to click the bell icon so you never miss an update. And if you want to learn more about Ali Kemp's legacy, visit the Ali Kemp Foundation's website for resources and events. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.